Peace. I wanted to do this video. This is my first ever video, but I wanted to do this video. As you can see, it's called "What It's Like to Be a Black American Woman Living in London," because I've seen other people's videos that were informative like that, and I said, you know what? Let me save some people from making some of the mistakes that I made when I lived over there. So, this is just my opinion. I ain't hating on nobody and nothing like that, but these are just some of the things that I came across in my living over there. Just to give you a little backdrop, I lived over there for the first time back in 2003, I think it was, from 2003 to 2005 for 2 years. And I was doing music. That was back in the neo soul days. I was doing my little poetry thing and performed at the Bug Bar in Brixton, which is no longer. And worked with a producer who was my boyfriend at the time and all that, whatever, this and that, blah blah blah. So fast forward 10 years, I think later, it was 10 or 12 years later. So back in 2015, I decided to move back over there after my son was 14 months old. And mistake number one is, see, the first time I lived over there, I had my own apartment, my own flat. It was real cute, but I lived in Southeast London, where there were a lot more black people. They were West African, mostly. But, they were more British, you know what I'm saying? It was cool back then. But this time I lived in East London, and it was different. There were a lot more Somalians just in London, period. Which they cool. Don't get me wrong, nothing against Somalians. We stayed with a Somalian woman, but she wound up stealing my passport. So, that's rule number two. Really, rule number one: keep your passport on you, close to you. Don't ever let it out your sight. It's worth a lot of money. I took that for granted. It didn't really mean much to me, so yeah. Uh, yeah. So, but in East London, it's not where it's at. It's not where it's at. It's just a lot of Middle Eastern people, and they are very racist. They're more racist than the British people, the white English people. And it was just dreary, just real. That's where, like, when the war happened, it bombed over there, and you could tell. They tried to restore some of the places, but it's Southeast London is nice. Southeast London is where you want to go. Brixton, that's where it's all the black people. Brixton, Peckham. I used to live in Crystal Palace, and it was lovely. It was awesome. It's still nice, honestly. Sydenham, it's a little pricey, though. It's a little bit, it's a little bit more, pricey. But it's worth it. It's worth it. It's like, especially if you're going to live. I would say even if you're going to visit, but especially if you're going to live. Yeah, I don't know what else. It's kind of late night. I figured, let me do this joint real quick. And I don't know how long I could go for. So, I don't know. Hit me up if you got any more questions. I'll be more than welcome to give you some more tips. Other than that, be blessed.